So for our warm-up for all of our core circuits, we're going to just go through the basic exercises. I'm going to demonstrate form through each exercise, and I'm going to give you, the cueing for time, meaning we're going to do it for a specific amount of time, and then we're just going to move on to one thing. Now for this circuit, we just have one set of each, and all I'm looking for is just the key cues for each one. All right, so we're going to start with what we call our balloon breathing. Okay, and so this is also called 90-90 breathing. My knees are bent, my feet are on the ground here. We're going to take either a straw or a balloon. Okay, I'm going to put it to my lips, and what we want you to do is think about taking a deep breath in through your belly, pursing your lips, and blowing out like you have 100 candles on your balloon. This is truly the most important thing that we're going to do throughout our program because it represents what we cue in each core circuit, the ability to turn your abs on. So blowing through the straw is just going to magnify that. So I take a deep breath in, put my lips to the straw, and blow out while tightening my abs. You'll notice that it's a very, very long exhale, and that's going to be key. Think about exhaling very, very slowly through pursed lips, even making a sound, while shrink wrapping your abs to your spine. So let's begin. I'm going to start on my back. Again, I'm just going to cue you to take a deep breath in, purse your lips, blow out through the straw, and at the same time, pressure back into the ground while tightening your abs. So this one is pretty simple. I'm just going to show you over about 3 breaths here. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And that's pretty much the form that we're looking at with 90-90 breathing. Key with that one, just think about belly going soft after each one. I tell people, jelly belly, all right? Now, for our next exercise, exercise 2, we're going to go what's called 90-90 hip lift. So at this point, what I'm going to ask you to do is pressure back into the ground and just raise your hips about 1 inch off the ground, all right? You'll notice that my weight is on my heels, okay? So we should feel our hamstrings and to a lesser extent glutes activating. You find that you feel your low back come down. Again, it's just about 1 inch off the ground. Key is that my back is pressed into the ground. In this position, I'm going to take 3 deep breaths in. So I take a deep breath in, still using my straw, blow out. Again, tighten everything up. One more time, deep breath in, blow out, tighten everything up. Last one, deep breath in, blow out, and tighten everything up. Now, in this particular exercise, we're going to start by cueing your breathing, meaning I'm going to cue you to raise your butt off the ground, take a deep breath in, and then blow out to my count. I'll say blow out, 1, 2, 3. That's about the length of time that we want for each breath. So again, I'm going to count out each breath, and we're doing 3 at the top, we come down, and we're going to repeat that several times, all right? So that's our 90-90 hip lift. Now, for our next exercise, we're actually going to start practicing the proper form in our different positions, all right? So our first exercise is what we call dead bug breathing, okay? Dead bug is one of the fundamental positions that we're going to use for our training circuit. And again, you don't have to use your straw for this one, but I just want you to get the idea of your back position, right? So you're going to start this position. I want you to think about arching your back as much as you can off the mat. Now, this is what we want to avoid. This is a position of extension, what gravity is going to try to do to me as I'm performing my dead bugs. Now, I want you to put your hands under your lower back and pressure back into your hands hard. This is the position that we want to be in. This is called posterior pelvic tilt. This is the position in which my abs are doing work while we do our dead bugs. All right, so your goal as we warm up in this particular drill is to keep your abs against your back or press them harder into your back as we breathe. So I'm going to have you bring your feet off the ground. And I'm going to cue you to take a deep breath in, purse your lips. You could also use your straw and blow out to my count. 1, 2, 3. We're going to take about 3 deep breaths in this position. Deep breath in, feel your belly expand, blow out to my count. 1, 2, 3. Last one, deep breath in, blow out to my count. 1, 2, 3. Just come down and rest for a little bit. Again, you should be feeling this in your abs If you're not, you can also put your feet on the ground to make it a little easier. All right. Now, our next exercise, we're going to start to incorporate limb motion into this. All right. And this is going to look more similar to the exercise that we do throughout our circuit. Now, what I'm going to do is bring my feet and arms off the ground. I'm going to take a deep breath in, blow out, and just extend my arm to my count. 1, 2, 3, and bring it back. Again, deep breath in, extend my arm out to my count. 1, 2, 3, and bring it back. Now, the important thing here throughout all of these exercises is that you're syncing up your limb movement to my count, as well as you're keeping your back in the ground. If you find that when you get to a certain place, your back starts to arch, that means that you've gone too far. All right, so now let's repeat with our legs. I want you to take a deep breath in and extend your right leg out to my count. 1, 2, 3. Fully exhale. Bring your foot back. We're going to try the other side. Deep breath in, blow, and extend. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. Let's do one more. Deep breath in, extend out, and blow. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. Last one. Deep breath in, extend out, and blow. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. Now, you'll notice, when we're going through the circuit, you'll notice that as your legs go out, if you find that your back starts to arch, that's your range of motion. So you might only be going out a third or halfway, and that's perfectly fine. You go out more than that, that's going to start to use your back instead of your abs. So we want to be mindful of that. Now, our last position that we're going to work on before we get into our circuits is quadruped, okay? And now this is more similar to the position of a plank. And so again, what I want you to do in this position is we're going to find our back position. So I want you to round your back as much as you can. This is the end range of flexion of your spine. This is actually what our abs do, is bring us into this position. I want you to arch as much as you can. This is the position that we want to stay away from. You'll always see people in a plank, when they're doing the plank, they will collapse into this position as they go along. So what I want you to think about doing is finding a spot in the middle. So I cue my clients to take a deep breath in, blow out, and just hollow out a little bit. You'll notice that this is what we want to stay away from. This is what we want to maintain. So as you're breathing, just think, pull your chest towards your waist. Pull these spaces closer together without moving your pelvis, if that makes sense. All right, so what we're going to do, find this spot. Okay, I'm going to look in the mirror, make sure I'm in a good position. Now, we're going to raise it up into a plank position, and we're just going to take about 3 deep breaths in. As we do this, I want you to think about pulling your hands back toward your feet to create some additional tension in your abs. So here we go. Deep breath in. Pull back with your hands toward your feet and blow out to my count. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. We're going to try that again. Take a deep breath in. Close the space between your chest and your waist and breathe. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Take a deep breath in. Blow out and breathe. 1, 2, and 3. And you'll notice that as I'm breathing out, you'll note I'm intentionally attempting to round to keep myself in that position. Okay? Now, we're going to come down into a plank of my elbows, and we're going to try some extremity movement. All right? So it's the same idea. We want to make sure we're in a neutral position. We're going to raise it up. I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in, blow out, and just lift your left leg or right leg off the ground. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back down. Deep breath in. Make sure you're hollowed out. Raise the other leg off the ground. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We're going to try that one more time. You find you're having trouble with that, you can spread your legs wider for support. Deep breath in. Raise the right leg off the ground. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Deep breath in. Raise the leg off the ground. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now, last thing we're going to do, I want you to just come down, reset yourself, kind of find neutral here. If you find that you're having trouble there, you're not feeling your abs, we can elevate ourselves on a step to make this a little bit easier. Okay, and that's something that we want to do if we're feeling it more on our arms and our legs versus our core. So now, we're going to come back into a plank position. All right, deep breath in. And I just want you to reach forward and press into the ground and squeeze. 1, 2, 3. The key with this one is that as I reach out, I'm pressing hard into the ground and squeezing so it creates more tension in my abs. So here we go. Deep breath in, reach forward and breathe. 1, 2, 3. Very good. We've got 2 more to go. Take a deep breath in, reach forward, press hard in the ground and breathe. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Deep breath in, round out, reach into the ground and breathe. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. Now that's our warm-up. All right. I want you to go through this. I want you to practice each move. Make sure you have the proper form. Make sure you know the breathing count. Follow my cueing with the breathing. This is definitely what we're going to go through in all of our circuits. So use this literally as your warm-up for a practice for our circuits, and good luck to you.
Go.
All right, this is our workout and core strength exercises. All right, so for core strength exercises, we have 3 exercises we're going to perform. We have a side plank pulse, we have a reverse crunch, and we have a hollow hold. I'm just going to demonstrate the proper form for each one. My lovely sister Christy is going to time me, and I'm going to show you, before we get going, some ways to make it harder and easier. Now, the key with this is that we perform proper form in all of this stuff, right? We're going to be selling this DVD to the masses, so I want you to look great, find where your level is right now, really practice that, and know that as we go along, all right, before we start with the actual video. So, reverse crunch, we're going to be holding on to something, okay, behind us to anchor us here. The easiest level is I'm going to pull my knees together, thinking about curling up into the tightest ball possible. I take a deep breath into the bottom. I'm going to bring my knees to my chest, and then lower very, very, very slowly. This is the key, is that we come down slow, as opposed to just kind of rocking back and forth, all right? That's what we don't want to do, all right? Now, to make this harder, we do what I call half dragon flag. Half dragon flag, it's more my torso comes up the ground. Everything lowers down together. The lowering is the most important part. That should be the slowest part. Hardest level is a full dragon flag. So everything comes up together, and then everything lowers down together. Now, you might find that you can get to about here without just collapsing down. In that case, you lower down, and then you bend your knees and come down more, okay? So that's what we're looking at. Pick your level. I'm going to do just, the easiest level, and then I'll progress to the harder level as we go along. So let's begin. We're going to start with the reverse crunch. Christy, are we ready?
In 4, 3, 2, and go.
Yeah. All right, so I'm coming up fast and down slow. And I'm just thinking about control here. So again, deep breath into the bottom, blow out, up fast, down slow. One more at the easiest level. Deep breath in, up fast, down slow. Gonna move to the middle level now. Up fast, down slow. Just 2 reps on each one. Up fast, down slow. Last level, full dragon flag. Fast.
3,
Comes down together.
2,
one more.
1. Time.
I just had to finish working my abs. All right, now, next level here. Okay, we have a side plank pulse. All right, side plank pulse, the biggest thing we want to make sure is that we feel it in our side versus our shoulder. All right, so we have 3 levels for this. Side plank pulse, I want to start slightly off the ground. I'm going to pulse up fast and then lower very slowly. All right, so it's like a 4 count lower. Think about this. Up fast, 1, 2, 3, 4, or take a deep breath in at the top or at the bottom. Pulse up and then blow out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we can make this harder by taking our 5 to 10 pound dumbbell, putting it on our side. Okay? So again, start here, pulse, lower slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice that with this, my shoulder is right in line with my elbow as opposed to being out here, and I'm in a bent leg position, meaning I'm rising from here. The harder level would be to straighten the legs out. And again, come up and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're having problems feeling this in your abs, you can press into the ground with your hand as you do it. That's going to help you to brace and contract, all right? The hardest level would be to put a dumbbell here, pulse up, and come down slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. However, if it begins to look like a circus act, meaning we're here, okay, or I'm here, I'm feeling it more in my arm, okay, it doesn't look straight, everything is nice and straight, and that's a very hard level, then again, it's not working our abs anymore. Okay, so I really want you to be mindful of that as we go through this particular exercise. Okay, the main thing is we feel on our side versus our shoulder. Okay, now I'm going to do this on the other side so I don't look like Popeye on one side. All right, Christy's going to cue me. I'm just going to do a couple at each level so you see the proper form. You see your instructor get a little tired. All right, ready? Cue me.
4, 3, 2, go.
All right, so starting in side plank position, deep breath in, pulse up and lower down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once again, deep breath in, pulse up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Making this a little bit harder. I'll put this on my side. Deep breath in, blow out and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Deep breath in, up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go to straight leg. Notice my feet are staggered to one side. So pulse up and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Pulse up
3,
and lower.
2,
1, 2, 3, 4. Just a note with the side plank position, you'll notice feet are staggered. One is in front of the other. Torso is right here, right in line. I'm not rotating under like that. Make sure those cues are good. Make sure you're able to do that. Find your level before we get going. Now, our last exercise is a hollow hold. For hollow hold, this is going to be the hardest one. Okay, and what we're doing here, it's also called hollow body gymnastics position. We're going to start in this position, okay? Very similar to what we did for warm-up, but the difference is that we're going to start up here and extend out as far as we can to find a place where we can keep our back in the ground, but the position is very challenging. You'll notice that as I lower down, I start to shake. That is the hardest position of flexion that we're resisting that we possibly can. Or it's the hardest position of extension. So I want you to find a place. I want you to find just above your breaking point. Okay, and I want you to breathe in that position. And you'll see what I'm talking about as we go along here. All right, Christy, are we ready?
And 5, 4, 3, 2, and begin.
So let's say I'm new. I want to start by just maybe starting here. Deep breath in, blow out. Deep breath in, blow out. 1, 2, 3. As I become more experienced, I can extend out. Deep breath in, blow out. 1, 2, 3. I'm starting to shake. Deep breath in, blow out. 1, 2, 3. The goal ultimately is to have everything off the ground. Deep breath in and blow. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice my head is up as well. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3.
Time.
Now, the biggest thing with this one is it's going to finish off the other two. You're going to be fatigued at that point, so it's going to be very difficult for you to maintain it. So all I want you to think about doing, the one thing that is most important, back stays in the ground. That's it. Be able to breathe in that position. Don't be holding your breath, but you'll know because you're going to be shaking like a leaf. All right? So here's the goal. I want you to perform these circuits for 3 rounds. All right? This is just a practice. So learn the position. Go through them. Start as a warm-up in the easiest position in circuit 1. Challenge yourself a little bit in circuit 2, and then find where you are in circuit 3 because you'll be a little bit fatigued by that point. But as we go into these exercises, or as we go into our practice as well as our video, know exactly what you're doing, know where you are, and know the proper form cues. Good luck. Welcome to Workout A, Core Stability Circuit 1. All right, hopefully you're enjoying our experience so far. Now, we have 3 exercises that we're going to do in this circuit. I'm going to show you ways to make them harder and easier. Again, the goal by the end of this practice is to find your level. All right, so our first exercise is a plank lateral reach. All right, so I'm just going to demonstrate proper form in the plank lateral reach. What we're looking for here, feet are pretty wide. That's going to give you some support. I'm going to take a deep breath in, reach to one side, press into the ground hard, and blow out to my count. 1, 2, 3. Come back together. I'll cue you to breathe. Deep breath in. Reach over and blow. 1, 2, 3. Come back together. One more time. Deep breath in. Reach over. 1, 2, 3. Come back together. Deep breath in. Reach over. 1, 2, 3. Now, a couple errors that you'll see here. Rotation. Okay, a lot of rotation. Or arching as we come down. If that is the case, or you're feeling it more in your arms and your legs, everybody will be provided with a step during our shoot. Okay, what we want to do is come up onto the step and do the same thing. So deep breath in, reach to the side, press into the side of the step and blow. 1, 2, 3, come back together, reach to the side of the step and blow. 1, 2, 3. As you become fatigued, that's going to become more necessary. So I really want you to focus on feeling it here versus here. When that starts, or when your form starts to go out the window, use your step. Now, I'm going to take you through this first exercise, okay? We're going to cue to my count. Christy, whenever you're ready, let's start the timer here.
In 4, 3, 2, begin.
All right, I want you to take a deep breath in, reach the side and blow to my count. 1, 2, 3, come back together. Deep breath in, reach to the side, be sure to press into the ground to my counts. 1, 2, 3, fully exhale, come back together. Deep breath in, reach to the side and blow. Make sure you're rounding out with your core. 1, 2, 3, come back together. Should be burning by now. Deep breath in, reach to the side, breathe and blow. 1,
4,
2,
3,
3. Last one, and rest.
1.
Fabulous. All right. So that's our first exercise. And again, as you go along, I want you to practice this over 3 rounds. Elevate yourself, feel the difference. Use a chair or a step at home, and really feel the difference and kind of find where your level is coming in. Now, second exercise, we're going to need, dodgeball, children's play ball, wherever it may be. I'm going to squeeze it between my knees. Now, head is between my hands, and you'll notice when I'm doing this, my hands are not interlaced. I'm not trying to pull my head forward. I'm just trying to pat the sides of my head, like this now, or cradle the side of my head. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cue you to take a deep breath in, extend out, press your feet and your knees together, pressing my knees on the ball, and I fully exhale to my counts. 2, 3, one more time. Take a deep breath in, extend out. 1, 2, 3, and come back. Now, the important thing with this move is that our back stays in the ground. And you'll find at a certain place, your back will start to arch. And if that becomes the case, what I have here is a rolled up mat, okay? What you could do is put your back on the edge of the mat. It's going to tip you back into the right position. So, we're going to try it this way. Again, if you find that you can't get out all the way, or you start to feel this in your back, this is the remedy. So, start in this position, deep breath in, extend out and blow. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, now, assuming that, you're fresh, we're going to go through this with, the full thing. But again, I just want you to perform this to my counts. Christy, here we go. Are you ready?
Ready. 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
Deep breath in, squeeze the ball, squeeze your feet, extend out slowly. To my count. 1, 2, 3, hold for a second, fully exhale and bring it back. Deep breath in, fully extend and blow. 1, 2, 3, fully exhale, hold for a second and bring it back. Deep breath in, extend out and blow. Think about squeezing your feet and the ball as tight as you can to generate tension. 2, 3, and bring it back. Deep breath in, extend out and blow. 1, 2, 3, bring it back. Last couple reps here. Deep breath in, extend out and blow.
3,
1,
2,
2,
1, time.
3. Spin a moment at the bottom here, fully exhale, and you rest. All right, well, I'm getting a workout, and our last exercise here is a plank toe rock. Now, plank toe rock, pretty easy, and as we go along here, if you find that you're starting to feel this more in your back on the plank toe rock or in any plank exercise, we can also squeeze the ball between our knees to help us to cue the core, okay? So, what I'm going to do in plank toe rock, I'm going to start in a plank position, right? Back is rounded. I'm going to take a deep breath in and cue you to pull your elbows towards your feet and rock forward and back for the entirety of my count. So 1, 2, 3, and then you come down. A couple form errors that you'll see here is as you're rocking, you'll start to lift up or you'll start to dip down. Okay, so I want you to think about being able to serve a plate of food off of your back as you do this exercise. All right, so slow and controlled to my count. Now, here we go. All right, Christy, whenever you're ready.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, begin.
All right, so we're going to take a deep breath in, pull back, and rock forward. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Yeah, another deep breath in. Fill your belly with air. Generate tension by pulling your elbows back and rock to my counts. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Pause. Deep breath in. Fill your belly with air. Pull back with your elbows and rock. 1, 2, 3. Pause for moments. Another deep breath in. Pull back.
4,
Breathe out.
3,
and rock. 1, 2, and 3. All right. Well, I'm hoping that you had I hope your abs are burning right now. You know, you're feeling it in the right places. If you're not, then you suck. No, I'm just kidding. You need to figure out the right place to go. You know, if you find that you're feeling the plank more in your back, know that going in, elevate yourself. If you find that the dead bug is an issue for you, you know, try it with this. Experiment with it a little bit. Know the form cues coming in, and good luck to you on this circuit.